People say this all the time: just decide. And if you've ever heard that and thought, what does that even mean? I understand. Because most people think deciding means saying something strongly, but that's not what it is at all. Most people make what I would call a character decision. A character decision sounds something like, I've decided this is going to happen. But internally, they're still watching the 3D for confirmation and then reacting when it doesn't look aligned. They're entertaining doubt and continually reopening the question. That's not a decision. That's a preference with commentary. A real decision, in awareness terms, is structural. It's not emotional or dramatic or hyped up. Actually, it's quiet. It means this is true, and I'm not revisiting it. I'm not negotiating with appearances or reopening the file. I will not revote tomorrow. It's done. Let me give you another simple analogy. Let's imagine you have staff in your home and you tell the chef, I'll have grilled chicken, a salad, and a baked potato. That's your decision. So then they come out with pasta and bread. Do you spiral? No. You don't doubt your authority either. You certainly don't say, well, maybe I actually want pasta. You simply say, no, that's not what I chose. And they go back into the kitchen. Now, if they bring out something else again, you say, no, that's not what I chose. Don't argue or bother getting emotional or rethink your order. Remain in the position of authority. That's decision. Now, translate that to your life. The 3D is going to bring something that doesn't match what you've chosen. That happens a lot. And most people think 3D gets a vote. They think the reflection gets to override the decision. But if you're operating from awareness, from authority, the reflection doesn't get a vote. It's only feedback, not authority. So the shift is this. You used to think deciding meant declaring something and then trying to believe it, trying to maintain belief, trying to feel convinced, trying to hold certainty. Now you understand. Deciding means withdrawing authority from anything that contradicts what you've chosen. That's the shift. So in character talk, it sounds like, I've decided I want this. In awareness talk, it's, this is so, and I'm unavailable for further commentary. Notice the difference. There is no strain in that. No forcing, no performance. It's simply no more internal debate. And that's all a decision is. It's the end of debate, the end of revisiting, the end of renegotiation. So if you're still checking and arguing internally, still trying to convince yourself, you haven't decided. You've merely preferred. Decision doesn't need reinforcement or backup. It doesn't need repetition to stay alive. It stays because you're no longer entertaining alternatives. It's structural. And once you see that, something relaxes. Because now you're not trying to feel certain. You're merely finished debating. And that's what's meant when we say just decide. It doesn't mean hype yourself up. Again, it means stop reopening the file, stop giving the reflection a vote, stop asking the chef if you really meant what you said. You did. And that's enough. Now, I'll mention again, this remembering can feel subtle at first, and it is easy to misunderstand because it's so different. But misunderstanding keeps the loop going longer than necessary and keeps the spiraling happening. If you find yourself spinning in this, please don't sit in it. That makes it stronger. Repetition is the first law of learning, but you want to be careful what you're repeating. When it's more confusion you're deepening, that's not in your favor. I currently work one-on-one with people on this exact process because so often you can't see what you can't see. So if you want support in breaking the cycles, you'll find my email in the bio. Stay well, dear friends. I promise you can do this.